So, hello, I'm Dr. Bob Kennevan of the Avalon Clinic, and I have with me today Trina. Okay, and I would just like to introduce you to people, Trina. And Trina is a patient consultant at the Avalon Clinic. And I'd like you to explain what patient consultant means.
Well, basically, a patient consultant helps an individual achieve their goals, and they also help them with customer service. They help them in any way that they can, pretty much to get where they're going or what they're trying to achieve.
Good. And you've been at the Avalon Clinic for almost 3 years.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And you're a certified medical assistant.
Yes.
Okay. And you've done many jobs while you're here, and one of the things that she's done that's really very, very powerful and interesting is she's done research on who we serve. And that's really what we're going to talk about today. Before we get into that, I just want to talk about a little bit of her life outside of work. She does have a life outside of work. So
I do.
once in a while. Tell me, if you would, you're married.
Yes, I am.
And
I have 3 children, 3 daughters.
Okay.
I've been with my husband for about 20 years. We were high school sweethearts. And I love to do Zumba and also like to teach dance. I basically work with a lot of teenage girls and boys that like to do hip-hop and jazz. So that's pretty much the fun part of my life.
Right. And I know you love dance and you like to teach dance. And I'm just curious, I know what Zumba is. You may want to tell them what Zumba is.
Well, Zumba is a lot of hip movements and things like that.
It's a dance, right?
It is a dance.
And it came from?
It has a bit of a Latin background,
right.
Kind of a Latin
Colombia.
Type. Yes. So it's fun.
Right. I would bring that up because my wife's Colombian.
Oh.
Right. Okay. So let's go ahead and just start talking about who we serve. And one of the things you discovered is that the majority of our patients were word of mouth. You want to explain and just tell about that?
Yes. I'll say about 70 to 75% of our patients are word of mouth. Mm-hmm. So they've either heard of someone who's been here, they particularly know of a friend who's been here, they've been able to see the results, they like it, and then they come in. A lot of people feel very comfortable when they've already known someone who's come in and had a procedure. So.
And one of the things you discovered in your research was that there's a category that we now refer to as chit-chat, as well as former patients that are part of this word of mouth. Tell me about chit-chat, if you would, please.
Well, what we found is that a lot of people, when they would go in, and ladies, we like to get our nails done, our hair done, they'd hear of the Avalon Clinic. People would just basically be talking about the Avalon Clinic. Several people would go into Victoria's Secret and hear women talking about the Avalon Clinic. So we found that chit-chat was pretty big.
Right.
And people were talking
we were
about
amazed at that.
Yes.
They would often come in, didn't remember the name, but it was like an informal gathering.
Yes.
About us. Okay. And the other thing, you had several other key findings. One of them was about the website.
Well, what I found with the website is that a lot of people felt that the website was real informative. Mm-hmm. They were able to find out about the doctors, find out about their backgrounds, about our process. Mm-hmm. They were able to get a quote, and they got a lot of their questions answered. So they really liked the website. They said it was very informative.
And that's one of the reasons why we're doing these videos, because we think this will be, in some ways, maybe even more helpful for our patients. How about where people came from?
Well, I think we always assume that people are just in our surrounding areas, and we do have a lot of people that are coming in close to our clinic, but we found that several people come from Eastern Washington.
A large group, of course, Pierce County and right around here, Olympia.
Yes, yeah. And Bellingham, Bremerton, Port Orchard, north of Seattle, Portland. So, and a lot of them have heard from us from someone else. So yes, 4 or 5 hours away they're coming.
Yeah, that always amazes me. As we knew, this was no surprise to us, is that the majority of our patients are women.
About 93% of our patients are women, and yes, we do have some men that do come in as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And this was a surprise to us, though. They were mainly working women.
Yes, a lot of working women come in. We have teachers, women that are in the medical field, women that work in casinos, baristas,
Boeing.
teachers, Boeing, state workers. So it's a vast
Military.
majority. Yes, definitely a lot of people in the military have heard of us.
Right. Yeah. So the research you've done has really been very insightful, very helpful. It really tells our patients a lot about, other people that have come to us and what's involved. So would just like to say to the audience that we're probably going to be doing more of these videos with more of the research that's available, and so they might find it interesting in the future, and just really appreciate having Trina with me today.
And thank you for having me.